Hi there, and welcome to Adil Awdah, a new day, a new video about Canadian market and Canadian jobs. First of all, I would like to welcome all of you guys to my YouTube channel, and thank you guys. Thanks to all of you guys for being a member of our LinkedIn group, Canada Recruitment, that has about 367,000 members, and we really appreciate that. Um, we actually posted the video today of the live. We already advertised the live broadcast, and it seems that we don't know what's the problem and why it's maybe it's not clear here, the broadcast or something. But we see a lot of people have responded there that they're looking to join this live broadcast. But yeah, again, I would like to thank you guys. But what we can do is that we can share the link of this video and post it there. And let's see. Let me give it a try. So this is the YouTube channel. It's called Adil Awdah. That's here. We'll go to via video. We'll go to the live. Oh, it's not there. Why it's not there? Hmm. I don't know if it is there or not. But do you guys see it? Is there anyone here with us that can just tell us if you can see the video? Oh, yeah, it is this here. So let's see. We'll take the share link and we'll ask our team member to post the direct link. Please post live direct link. Okay, send them here. Okay, so let's see how many people are there already with us right now. And yeah, 3. So again, we'd like to thank you guys for being a member of our Canada Recruitment group. It has been doing great. A lot of jobs. 6,900. What is this? 6,000? Oh, 367,000 members in this group, and it's really growing with a lot of companies participating in posting a lot of jobs. As you can see here, uh, this Harbel, she's uh, looking for a job. She's looking for a job here. There's a company here, iOS, iPass, Canada Remote. Um, we could say here, working, that's remote jobs. Those who are expert in SAP, and some resumes here. Hiring Canada. This is also, I guess, a job in SAP. I think maybe I'll take a certificate in that field. I see a lot of jobs in that field. This guy's looking for a job. So it's really basically a lot of people are just posting. We have like pending posts here of 800, 800 or 100 something. So we are looking for a co-founder, partner, AMI, whatever. So and resumes. So it's really active. We try to fight spams there. It's really great that we have the team members who are working on this to fight spammers, and it's only jobs that I get him posting. Like this one here. I don't know why is he posting this here. It's not a job, or it's not anything that relates to the job. So basically, we just delete this one here. But yeah, we try to make it a good job, a clean with no advertisements. The only things that we only send as like ads or whatever. But other people who are looking, or companies looking to advertise, they can contact us, so we can put the ads in a proper way, so it doesn't get like spammers instead of jobs, like all ads. But yeah, the other thing here, we are looking to speak about specific topic. I know that most of the members here are looking for ways of how to find a job in Canada, which you can see here. That's the poster that we added there. How can I get a job in Canada? So I know the last live we mentioned some of the steps that would help in order to, of what are the ways to find a job in Canada. I don't know if you guys have referred back to that video previously, but it is here. You can see it. We have explained in details, but I can go ahead and just explain it again. Is that this was the video here? No, this was not the one. Where was it? It was here. Yeah, most wanted jobs in Canada, recruitment. So only 225 viewers. But it has a lot of details. But what we can do, we try to make this video for only how can I get a job in Canada. So we'll go ahead and explain. I don't know why the screen is getting dark here, but let's go ahead and go ahead for this with the steps. So as you can see here on the video itself, we wrote the steps below the video here. You guys can take a look at it. These are the steps that we wrote. So we'll go ahead with the first step. But before we go ahead, please, I really hope that you guys will click on the subscribe button. I know you guys are in my LinkedIn group, and you are a lot of 365,000. We are also looking to get the YouTube channel to be has a lot of members, so that's why I hope first of all you guys click on the subscribe button and click on the bell and click notification to get notified. Now, please, while I'm speaking here or while I'm explaining the points of what are the ways, if there is any person who is a recruiter here in Canada and would like to, I got a call from a recruiter. Guys, I want you to listen to this. It's like a job. Okay, just listen to it. Hello. Hi. How are you? Great. Thank you very much. Thanks for asking. It was good. It was good. We answered all the questions that I required. Covered everything. There were like about 5 people interviewing me, and I think it was five or six. I was the only one who had the camera on, and all of them their camera were closed. But I just wanted to confirm with them that they can see me. Then they told me I just need to close the camera. Then I closed it. The questions were scattered between different kind of expertise, like business analyst, media, and all those things. So I answered all the questions, like also in presentations, seminars, and all those things. So I told them the expertise that I have in that field. Also in terms of business analysis, business requirement documentations, and processes. So we talked about that, procedures, and they wanted someone who has good experience in documentation. So all of those questions were answered in a timely manner, and went good. I mean, other thing. What do you think would be the next step? No, they didn't say. They didn't mention that. Yeah, but I know they were excited. I know they were excited. I think one of them, one or two, because I have the media expertise, which is also related to the job itself. Yeah, yeah. It's yes, exactly. That's what I felt. Thank you. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. Similar rate. Okay. Okay. That's good. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's an interview, guys. Yes, I do. With Amdocs, especially. Yeah. It was with Rogers, and it was, I guess, with Telus in terms of the Amdocs, but the billing systems were all of the companies actually. You could say Rogers, Telus, Bell can, I think, no, Shaw also. I'm not sure exactly if it was, but if it was like an Amdocs system or not. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Before 2 p.m. Yeah, I can do that. Yes, I can do that. Yes, sure. Yes. Okay. Okay, no problem. We'll do that. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so this is one of the things that I want you guys to know is that how the recruitment process, works. So this is a company who saw my resume, especially in LinkedIn, and then they communicated with me. So this is the expertise that we are looking for, and these are the skills that we need. So we really would like to know that you have that skills. So um, one of the things that to in order to get like a job offer or your resume to be noted is that your LinkedIn profile has to be perfect. So when I mean perfect, it has to have all of the fields that are required. So let's say for my let's look at my profile here. Now, I included all the positions that I worked in, right? So you see, I've worked with these companies here. So the title of the position and the name of the company, so everything's clear. I try to write as much details as I can in the task that I've worked. So when I work on that, what I mean by as much as I can, because whenever a recruiter search for a person with specific expertise, they always look for what for the keyword like let's say here SDLC, right? And here loss awareness, this is a keyword. So all of these keywords, as much as you include, your resume will pop up whenever there is someone searching for that kind of expertise. So when this what happens is that also here, so you put your qualification and everything, and one of the volunteer jobs, you have to have your volunteer jobs there, because Canada is one of the countries that respect the people of volunteers. Now the other thing is the people recommend you, the recommendation from people that you have worked with in all the different companies that you worked on. You should get recommendations from your managers, from your team members, from everyone. And the other thing here is that I'm looking for the keywords. The keywords, which is the skills. Let's go ahead and look for the skills. Skills. Where is it? It's here. Skills. This is one of the most important things that you also add, and you also get. So because of this, that my LinkedIn profile is it's perfect. Is that I get a lot of calls. A lot of companies just call me from nowhere. I don't have to apply to jobs. The companies are looking for me, especially the recruitment company. So this call that you guys just heard is from a recruitment company. As soon as you get positions, these start, sometimes for a specific one position, I get like 5 or 6 calls at the same time, or sorry, at the same day. And they are telling me about this position and if you want to apply to it. So for me, I choose, because I dealt with those companies because a lot of calls, and I dealt with how respectful they are. So if I know the name of the recruiter companies, then I would always choose the best company that I have worked with before, because there are some recruitment companies, whenever they call you, they have the interview, they do that interview with the client. they don't come back to you if you are rejected. They don't tell you. They don't even answer your call. I sometimes I call them, please, any feedback, nothing. They just ignore you as if like, they block your number. So I keep in mind those companies. So whenever they call me back again for a specific position, I just, go for the other companies that is the best. But in case if I get a call from that company and I don't get a call from other recruitment company, I go ahead and choose a company. But yeah, you have to always make a list of those recruitment companies, how they dealt with you, how their behavior, are they respectful, are they helpful? They check your resume and they tell you, tweak this, do this, do that, do that. Are they going to do that or not? Do they help you or not? Or they just thinking, submit you and that's it. And sometimes, you get like, very excited of a position, especially when they tell you the rate, and then you go ahead and tell, uh, prepare the resume, prepare for the interview, prepare for everything, and then you send it to them and they submit it. Then you go back to them. Okay, is there any reason? Is there any response? Am I gonna get an interview? Is there someone gonna call me? As I told you, they just ignore you. They just block you. They just whatever. As like, if you're harassing them, even though you're not harassing them, you just want to know, is there an interview, or I move ahead. I move forward. So that's one of the best things how to get a job in Canada is prepare your LinkedIn profile properly. Get recommendations from your friend, your colleagues, your person who's working with you at the same team. Make a good, connection with them. Ask them for recommendation. Go to your manager, go to the director. If you have connections with director, go everyone you meet, everyone you worked with. If you can ask them to do a recommendation for you, that's one of the things. That sometimes some of the companies, they don't even need reference because they see your reference in your LinkedIn profile, and that's how. uh, Now, let's say as an example, this company here, because I dealt with them, they are amazing, right? So, she told me that there is specific word that, the client is looking for, and it's not in your resume. When she asked me about it, I told her, yes, I do have an experience in it. But she said, you know what? You have to add those specific keywords in the resume so that, when they put your resume onto their research system, your resume will pop up. And that's one of the good things. Even though I have like, that experience on it's called, like the Amdocs systems. I don't know if you guys have dealt with it. It's a billing system. So I have worked with that Amdocs a lot in a lot of companies, but it's not mentioned there on my resume. So she told me that this client is looking for that specific word to be in your resume because they'll be happy that you have the Amdocs experience, and they might like, to have an interview with. So uh, this company also prepares you. Sometimes some of the companies, they prepare you before the interview. They call you, is everything is okay? This are some of the materials that will prepare for the interview. Are you ready with the specific questions? They send you guidelines. They follow up with you. You feel that those companies are really there to help you. Like other companies that I told you, they don't care about you. They also block your number. So that's one of the important ways in order to find a job in Canada. Like there are other ways that I'll go ahead and explain, but they are, sometimes they're useless, and sometimes they spend a lot of your time, and there is a benefit into it. But one of the best thing is LinkedIn profile. Just believe me, just make it perfect. Recommendation from a lot of your friends, colleagues, managers, and do a lot of keywords add to be added into your LinkedIn profile. Talk about your task. What have you worked? What are the things that you worked? What are the systems that you have worked on? Um, Anything that is, that does not break the confidentiality of that company. So what I do for me, uh, I don't take, things from documents from the company that I worked with. But what I do is I take the documents, whenever they send you the job description. So the job description is actually, they post it in their website, right? They post it whenever they're looking for someone. So I take those, I copy that, and I put it in my LinkedIn profile if I got that job. So it's, to me, it's not confidential because it was public in front of everyone when they were looking for that someone, right? So I post that, and I try to add keywords of systems that I feel that's not confidential, and that's how I get a lot of calls, a lot of emails, a lot of offers. The second thing is that, let's go back. Maybe I'll go back and see. I really have to reply her in 30 minutes. I don't know if you know what. I'll open my resume right now, and in front of you guys, I'll try to add that words into my resume that are being looked by that client. Okay, so that might be a good way that that might help you out. Let's see, where is my resume? So what I do for every company that calls me for a job interview, I always make a folder for that company, and I put the date when they called me. So sometimes, uh, I refer back to those documents in order, when I get prepared already for the interview. So I'll open for you my resume, and let's see. So I also put it by country. So sometimes I get offers from the US or from the UK. So I put it by country, and then let's say Canada, UK, US, and then or مثلا United Arab Emirates. Then I go inside each of the countries. Then I put the name of the companies that interviewed me, and under that company name, then I put the dates, the position, and the dates that I got interviewed or that I got a call for. So I just don't want to show you in details the name of the company that I have interview with, but I'll just go ahead and open my resume and try to add that specific words that I told you. Let's see, where's my resume? I lost my resume. So where's it? My resume. So I also put, okay, so this is my resume. I'll just copy it, or maybe I'll edit it here. Okay, and I'll try to show you here on the camera so you can see it. Uh, let's see. I'll just go a little bit here. So share screen. Stop this one. Share screen. Windows. Senior business analyst here. So this is the document. As you can see, I hope it is clear. Uh, by the way, guys, while we are talking about this, if any of you guys here is a recruiter or a company looking for clients, or a person who is expert in recruitment, uh, resume preparation, whatever, and they want to come up with us on the live and talk, they're welcome. Just let me know, and I'll add you to the live, and you can explain whatever you want to the audience. So this is my resume, as you can see here. So I'll go ahead. I'm looking for the words "amdoc," right? So just to make sure, I just wanted to know if it is there. First of all, I'll search for it. "Amdoc." "Amdoc." So add here, "Amdoc." I'll go to my resume and search for the word "Amdoc." So it is not there. So what I will do is that I'll go to the companies that I worked with previously, and I'll just try to remember, was that system an Amdoc system or not? The billing system that they had, was it an Amdoc or it was not an Amdoc? So if you forget, like there are companies that it was like 3 years when I you know 3 years back when I worked with them. So what I will do is that I'll go and search in Google, right? So I'll go and search in Google. Let's see if I can open the Google screen again. uh, Share screen. Why do I have to do this all the time? Uh, where is it? This is the one. Not this one. Okay. I think it'll be this one here. Docs. Oh, Chrome tabs. Okay. So as you can see here, so I'll write the Amdocs and I'll write the name of the company that I worked with. So let's say Amdocs Bell Canada. Is their system Amdocs or not? So Amdocs Bell Canada. So let's see. Sometimes you work on billing systems and you don't know sometimes what is the name of that company that's the developer of that system. So just search for it just to make sure. You don't want to write for a company that you have an experience in Amdoc, but that company actually does not use Amdoc at all. So Bell Canada accelerates its cloud's nativity. So do. Okay, I will add that word in Bell Canada. So let me see about Shaw Communication. Communication. Shaw Communication under agreements, Amdocs. So they also have an Amdoc system, Amdoc's billing product, because this guy worked with Calgary Shaw Communications. He had the word Amdocs product suite. So I'll take that word there, I'll add it somewhere here until I come back to it. So Shock Communication had that system. And let's say TELUS Communication. As an example, TELUS Communication, do they have an Amdocs? A new Amdocs solution runs. So because I worked in 2012 with those guys, so in 2012, did they have the Amdocs or not? As I see here, supporting TELUS Communication to environment, the new Amdocs solution runs. So this was in 2016. That was after I worked with them. But I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I think they used to use Amdocs, and I know the Rogers Communication worked with Amdocs. So I'll go back to my resume. I'll go back to my resume here and edit, add the word Amdocs. So let's say we say Bell Canada. So I'll try to find one of the experience or the skills that I added here. Does it have the word billing? So I'll search for the word billing, right? So here, so the word billing. So here it provides CRM, billing, provisioning. That's the name of the system. Okay. So I'll just put billing in bracket and I write the word Amdocs. Docs. Right. And then I search again for the word billing if it is there anywhere else. So this was Shock Communication. So enter accurate campaign data into Amdocs billing system. Docs, Amdocs. Is it Amdoc or the Amdocs? Where is it? Amdocs. Yeah, AMDOCS. AMDCO. I'm not lying about, I'm not just adding this experience that I have Amdocs while I'm not having it. Yes, I worked with those companies on these systems. So that's why I'm just adding, next to billing, I add Amdocs billing system. Okay, so billing, so CRM billing. So now we have here Shock Communication, but TELUS is like Time Warner Telecom, which is Warner Brothers, one of the companies that I worked with. I don't remember that they have Amdocs system, but let's say TELUS Communication. I know that they have. So manage receive, deposit, plan, Citadel, contribute in Citadel Equifax system, project management. So I'm looking for a place that I can add the word Amdocs billing system here, but I don't think that it's somewhere there. Fraudulent threat, projects extends, chargeback credit card. Prevention skills can be verified that provides the customer preparing anti-business case, manage compliance milestones, develop test plans, regular reporting, contribute in Citadel, participate in customer relation sharing, resume, forums. Really, it needs some time. So what I can do is I can just go here at my technical skills, right? And then I can just write it somewhere here next to the systems that I worked with. So I worked with what is Trello, Cognos, Golden, Citadel. So I'll just add it somewhere here. SMS, where will I add it? ICM. So I'll add it here. Vision 21. So right here, Amdocs. So I filled my resume with the word Amdocs, right? So it is there everywhere. So my resume is ready to go back to the client and tell them that it's ready for with the word Amdocs. So this is the way that you will find these companies. They tell you if their client is looking for specific keywords. They also, whenever they send you the job offer, they also send you, the description, right? So you have to look for the description and you have to tweak your resume to be close to the description if you have that kind of experience. Try to not lie, because if you lie in your resume, you'll be caught, and it's not good, really. If you started working with that company and you don't have that experience, it's a bad reputation if they just, fire you because you don't have that experience because you lied. So I'll just go back to them and I'll just send them this resume. in the meanwhile, so what I would really request you guys, so if there is anyone who have like would like to come up and speak, or any questions, you guys are welcome. Where is it? Window, Chrome. Yes. So we'll just give it like a few minutes, and while I'll be sending the reply them back, I just want to wait for you guys to, if you have any questions. Yes. So we'll just give it like a few minutes, or you want to come up and speak. And while I'll be sending the reply them back, I just want to wait for you guys to, if you have any questions. Yes. So we'll just give it like a few minutes, or you want to come up and speak. And while I'll be sending the so to send me an email, it's called an RTA, which is confirmation of agreement, which is basically tells you what is the rate that you guys we discussed on, and then do you accept that rate, are you okay with that rate, and then you reply back with your resume. They tell you how long it is, and then do you accept that rate, let's say as discussed, reply below for details of the role we spoke. They tell you how long it is, which you agree to be represented, and then by the company name. Please respond to this email with your confirmation of rights of representative. So RTR is the right to represent. And then they tell you the name of the client, where would the job, where would the work be, and approximately start date. They tell you in like 2 weeks. Then they tell you the name of the client. So if they give you an offer, it's 2 weeks to get ready for it. And then they tell you how long it is. Like for this one here, it's like 6 months and it might be extended. And then they tell you the rate, and they tell you the business type. So you either work with them, like tell you the direct, like to be like a full-time employee for the recruitment agency, or you be like incorporate, you have your own company, so you take care of your tax and all this. And then here they tell you, this is something that I just saw right now, COVID-19 candidates agree to provide either proof of vaccination upon start, or comply with clients on site protocols, which may include either regular testing at your expense or medical expectation exemptions. This is the first time that I see in side this may include someone sending this job at your expense or medical expectation and exemptions. This is the first time that I see in side someone sending this job at your expense or medical expectation and exemptions. This is the first time that I see in side Oh, sorry guys. One of the viewers here, he told me that my voice is being doubled. You guys are hearing it double, and I think it was because this video was opened here. That's the reason. But thank you, Anas, for calling me. Now, as I tell you, so we continue here. So it tells, additionally, you agree not to submit your candidacy directly to the client or through any other party. The will be sole representative for which this assignment and through whom you will work if you're offered the position. So it means that you just as soon as you reply to this email, if someone offers you the same opportunity, you cannot just go and apply to the same opportunity, because then those two companies will submit your profile, and that's not gonna be good for you, because your profile will be rejected right away because you submitted through two different companies. And then here it says, please note that consultants are responsible for any fee associated with background checks, credit, criminal security, and screening that may be required by our clients. So sometimes the clients, they request the credit check and criminal check and all these things. So it tells you here that you'll be responsible for that specific fee. So let's see, another bill. All right, let's see. So I'll just reply back to this RTR, and then just send them the updated resume with, as we said, adding the Amdocs word into it. And then just send them, I confirm. The word I confirm, which is I confirm the rate and all the details below, and the resume attached. I confirm, and my resume is attached. Okay, and done. Easy. So as I told you, this is one of the good things, and that what helped me is my resume, is my LinkedIn profile. So we go back to whatever is written here that we should have talked about, but I like that we had a live example. The guy who just called me right now to tell me that you have a double voice, he's also one of the recruitment companies. So Anas, if you hear me, and you want to come live, we would really appreciate any information that you can give us. Please just let me know, write in the comments, and tell me if you want to come out with us live. So, how can I get a job in Canada? 6 steps to apply for jobs in Canada. Do you need a work permit? So basically, if you are someone who is not here in Canada and you want to work here in Canada, the first thing that you need is a work permit. You cannot work without a work permit. Let's say if an example, you're here in Canada for a visit and then you apply for a job, you cannot just go work in the job right away without having a work permit. You should have a work permit in order to work here in Canada. But if you are a permanent resident or a Canadian citizen, you don't need a work permit. But if you are a refugee or a visitor, then you need a work permit. Even if you're a refugee and you're settled here in Canada, you still need a work permit in order to work. Uh, but as I told you, if you have a permanent resident or a Canadian citizen, you just need to provide the social security number, and that'll be enough. So let's see if Anas will want to come up. He didn't respond back. We have some questions here. I'm sorry that I didn't see them. Yes, it is possible to apply from abroad, or is it necessary to be in Canada? Yes, you can. You can actually apply from abroad. An echo, please switch off the speaker. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't know, guys. Do you want me to repeat anything what I have ever said before, and because there was echo that you couldn't hear it? Please let me know. Let's go to the other questions here on our Facebook page. Wow, that's a lot. Thank you, Adil, for the great content. One of the challenges are for new immigrants who arrive to Canada who are highly qualified, but the companies reject them as they do not have a Canadian experience, which I feel is not fair. What are your views on this? Okay, that's really a good question, and it's. I really thank you for asking. I don't have the name here, so I'll just show you guys. This is a question. If you want to see it, it's clear here. So that's one of the challenges, really, that a lot of people who move to Canada here, they get that kind of challenges because of the Canadian experience. So what I would suggest, and what I have seen, or what I did when I came to Canada, is that the first thing is that I was looking for is how can I get what is it called, Canadian experience. So I just saw something. I just wanted to remove it here, and yes. Oh no, sorry guys, just give me a moment, please. Hmm. Where is it? Oh, God. Um, I'm seeing that I see that there's something that needs to be changed, and yeah, where is it? Canadian live. Let's see. Here it is. All right, now it is there. Okay, so that experience or that challenge. So what I did is when I came to Canada. So let me remove this question here first, and let's talk about it in details. So how do you get, a lot of challenges that people get whenever they want to work with a company here in Canada is they get asked if you have a Canadian experience. Sometimes they don't even ask you if you have a Canadian experience, because as soon as they see your resume, they see that you experience it somewhere out of Canada. They just don't even bother to call you, or or to interview you, because they already got the answer from your resume that you have a Canadian experience or not. So one of the things that I did myself is that as soon as I arrived to Canada, the next day or the third day I arrived, sorry, it was the next day, I started looking for a community center. And then the next day, I know it was a Saturday. I know I went to that community center and I told them, guys, I want to be a member of your community centers. So they told me, why do you want to be a member? So I told them, I just want to be a member, and I just want to know the fees. So they told me, okay, this is the fee. You have to pay it monthly, and you can be a member. And then she came and talked to me again. They told me, why do you need to be a member of our community? Can you tell me the reason or what you're looking for? I told, I'm looking to volunteer and help for free. I'm looking here to help for free. So she said, okay, you don't need to be a member and you don't need to pay money at all. So the next come on Monday, you'll meet with our counselor, and then she will tell you, and you discuss with her your expertise and experience, and then she will offer you a volunteer job. So I went to Monday, and then I told her, okay, she told me, what do you have? I told her I have this experience billing, customer service, and I have like, uh, fraud management, and I have all this, technical things. And she told me, okay, and what else? What languages do you have? I told her, okay, I have English, I have Arabic, and I have Hindi also. She said, okay, that's what we're looking for, and that's what you can help us with. We have people that come to Canada here, and they don't have English experience, and they have to go to hospitals. They have to go to, appointments, and they need someone to translate for them. Would you like us to send you to translate for those people? Then I say, okay, yes, I do. And then they used to send me like 3 to 5 within a week forms or clients, and then I have to look at the client, where I meet the client, and I go right away. I didn't have a car, so I just used to use the train, and I know it was snowing those days, and I used to say take the train, the bus, in order to reach the client, and then take the client and go and translate with them. At the same time, while I was translating, I get introduced to the client, and even in the hospital, let's say, for an example, I go to a doctor or a hospital or something, I ask those people, how the market here, how the job market here, any referral, would you be able to refer me to whatever, in a way that it cannot be like annoying way, but at the end of the interview or at the end of the meeting, and I say it in a friendly way. And after working that, so that's where I got the Canadian experience. So right now I can put that on my resume, that I've worked for a community center of, and the skills where 1, 2, 3. These are the tasks that I've done. So that add me to have to be a to have a Canadian experience. One of the things that I know, that because I have a company, it's called LinkQ Inc. And I work in marketing, telecom, fraud management. I have about 8 employees. So one day I was looking for someone who is an expert in WordPress, and I'm still looking for someone, by the way, until now. So that guy came and applied. He's from, I think, from Bangladesh, and he said, I want to apply to this job, and I want to apply. Yeah, sorry. Uh, a friend of mine told me that if you're looking for people to work with you, and you're just looking for specific expertise, you're not looking for an expert, you're just like looking for addition. So you just put a job in your profile, in your company profile, and tell them that you're looking for internship. You accept internship, so it means you accept people who are learning. So I put that, and that guy applied from Bangladesh, and he said, I just want the experience. I'm moving to Canada, and I want to have the Canadian experience. So I told them, okay, yeah, you're welcome. How many months do you want to do it? 3 months. I had an interview with him. My team members had an interview with him, and he was accepted. So he worked with us for 3 months, working 8 hours a day, and he was doing good. At the end, he finished his terms, and I offered him a job instead of just an internship. But I told him, I think it was in the first or second month, I offered him a job, and I started paying him salary. And then after 3 months, he completed, and he said, yeah, okay, that's what I wanted, just 3 months. And because he was having some other things, so he left at 3 months. He asked me for a recommendation. I gave him a recommendation that he worked with our company from so and so, and then after 1 or 2 months he was hired, and then he was hired from an internship to an employee, and then his work was perfect, his skills is 1, 2, 3, and which is related to WordPress developer. So he have that document. So right now, before even coming to Canada, he already had a Canadian experience because he worked with a Canadian company. So I offered him that. I provided him the letter, and I have provided him a certificate, and it was good. So now whenever he comes to Canada, he will just tell the companies, you know what, I have a Canadian experience. So that's the way how you close the Canadian experience challenge. So I hope I have explained it in details, and if not, then please let me know. Is it possible to apply from abroad, or is it necessary to be in Canada? Yes, you can apply from abroad. So let's say if you are like one of these people who had an internship with me and he was hired, that I was talking about. So you can just go ahead and do like him. So when he applied to companies using LinkedIn or profile, so let's say you already have your documentation in Canada, right? And you're coming here as a permanent resident, and you're coming after a month to 2 months, right? So you start applying to companies, and then you start telling them, talk to them, that okay, and they talk to you. You know, they see your resume, they see you have a Canadian experience, and then you start the interview, start everything. Okay, when are you gonna start? I'm gonna start. I'm ready to start in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So instead of you traveling, you were traveling after 2 months. You know, make it quick and just come and work the job. So I hope that would answer your question. You have two voices playing at the same time. Thank you very much. I just saw this. I hear echo. Thank you. Thank you. It's done. It's resolved. It's very loud at my end. Now they care for my daughter. It's very loud at my end. No daycare for my daughter. So taking care of her. Uh, okay, I got it. So you're busy now. It's okay. Video will be recorded. You can check it later on. Some other time. Okay. Let's have this question. How about if you're a citizen of a Commonwealth country? Well, even if you're a citizen of a Commonwealth country, you still need a work permit because you cannot just work right away without having a work permit. The work permit exemptions are only for Canadian citizens, permanent residents. Okay, let's go back to our uh, agenda here. Update your. Do you have need a work permit? We talked about it. Update your CV. So you have to always update your CV to the latest jobs. So whenever you're working, always update your resume and add the skills that you have from that job. Choose which companies you want to apply for. Really, that's very important. So sometimes we get crazy. We are really in need of a job and we just apply to any job there on LinkedIn profile or wherever it is. So don't make that mistake. Always have a list of your companies that you want to work with. So let's say I would like to work with Apple. I would like to work with Google. I would like to work with Amazon. So categorize them from the top to the bottom. The top means the best company that you are dreaming of working with, and the least company is the company that you're okay to work with. So whenever you're looking for a job, the first thing you do, as I told you, after putting your LinkedIn profile and all the keywords and everything, go to that company that you want to work with, go to their website. Go to their website. Let's say I want to work with Apple, right? So I'll go to Apple website here. Uh, oh, why am I? Let me share the screen. Stop sharing. Let's say share it again. Okay, so let's say Apple. I want to work with Apple, right? So I write the word Apple carrier. So I go to that company website career page and I look for the positions that I'm looking to work with. So let's say my expertise are sometimes it's got complicated between a website and a website and their jobs, and so Apple. So it tells you here this is software and services, Apple retail. If you want to work on the retail shops or software and services and hardwares. So let's say I want to work on the software and services. Um, so this is it. I go to try to look for a place that shows the available opportunities. So core operating system, see available core operating system roles, and then here cloud interfere apps frame. Guys, this is not my expertise. Let me go with an example that has my expertise. Machine learning, support service. I think it'd be machine learning and AI or support and service. Let's go for support and services. So we see here that I see the available online support jobs, technical, Apple support, Apple Care business development. So if you want to categorize, this is the way that if you want to go directly. But what I do is that I just go right away on the search button here at the right, and I just search for the keywords of my expertise, which is let's say fraud management. But it's already bringing it up. Discover fraud manager, Apple Vault. manager. And I'm looking for fraud management. It's wrong spelling, whatever. Or let me just write the word fraud. But it's not enough fraud, even though there is fraud position. So I look at the position and I go ahead and apply to it. It's not getting me the position, but whatever. So the first thing you do is like look into the website or the website of the best company you're looking to work with, and just go ahead and read the description and see if it is in the city that you want to work with, because you don't want if you don't want to go to British Columbia, then why would I apply to a job in British Columbia, right? And then start submitting your resume. So if you have a list, it's very, very important that you have a list of the companies that you would like to work with. Just don't just, work or, apply to a company that you're not looking to work with, because if you do that, then, there is no interest from the beginning that you want to work with that company. So it's very important, as I told you, is that always look for the companies or write the list of the companies that you want to work with. Okay, let's go ahead with the next one here. Choose which companies do you want to work with. Follow up on your applications, right? So as I've explained previously, so whenever you apply to a job, it's very important that you follow up with your application. So you apply to the job, right? Like let's give an example of this recruitment agency. They call me up, they have an interview with me. They tell me submit your resume, send it to them, and I'll respond to the RTR, and then they said, okay, we'll submit your profile to the clients. So if the recruitment companies, they don't come back to you, what is the update? You give it like 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, or a week, and then call them back. Is there any news in terms of my submission? Did you get any response when I'll be having the first interview? Did you get any? You have to show them that you are interested in the job. So if you don't call them up, sometimes they will feel, this guy is not interested in the job at all. If he is interested in the job, then he would have called us. Same thing, as soon as you have an interview with the client or the company, direct company, you have to send the follow-up email. First, as soon as you finish the interview, you send a thank you letter. And then if you don't get a response within a week, then, send a follow-up. There are different kind of formats that you can find through the internet that shows you what are the follow-up or how to write a follow-up letter and all those things. Choose which companies you want to apply for. Follow up on your application. Get to work on networking. Really, I cannot emphasize on this. Networking is one of the top important things to get a job here in Canada. You have to build your network, because one of the priorities is that, let's say, if I am a company, I'm a company. So whenever I look, I'll give example as me. Whenever I look for a client or I look for an employee, I always tell my team members, guys, do you know anyone who is specialized? Like, I'm looking for a YouTube editor. I'll give you an example. I'm looking for a YouTube editor. So I told my the guy who's working with me as like the manager for editing and design. I told him, do you know someone who is a video editor from your friends, family, that you think he's an expert? Then he told me, yes, I do have a friend. Then I told him, okay, let's have an interview with that guy. The same thing in the general meeting with the other team members. I tell them, guys, if you know any YouTube editor or a WordPress developer, if these guys, my connections or my team, they don't know someone, then I start posting the jobs somewhere else. The same thing with the companies. I worked with telecom companies here. The first thing that we do is that they post a job in the portal, in the company portal. So only employees of that company will see that job. And then if they give it a deadline, if there is no applications from within the company, within the people who are working in the company, because that's for only in the company, you cannot refer it, then they would just post it in public. Now if it is posted in the public, the employees already know that there is like an incentive. They always say the employee, there is an incentives that if someone gets hired through you, if you refer someone and that person get hired, you will get a bonus of like $300, half salary of that person, whatever, for the first month, as soon as that guy joined or as soon as that guy finished his probationary period. So it's very very important to have a network. Build your network. Wherever you go, you have to build your network. You go to an event, you go to a celebration, you go to dinner with other friends, or you go to a movie with friends, whatever. Always prepare yourself a business card that shows that you're looking for a job, that shows, or we could say that shows your skills and expertise, and then hand it to them. Okay, hey friend, if you happen to find anyone looking for a business analyst, please let me know. So that guy, he would know as soon as he hear, he will just call you. And as I told you, there is a referral bonus. Make sure your qualification are accredited. Yes, this is one of the important things. Is that, let's say as example, I have a fraud experience, right? I've worked with companies, but I needed to be accredited. So there are licenses here. So like for myself, there's like a certified fraud examiner of Association of Certified Fraud Examiners. So I'm a member of that. I just need to get to do an exam and I get licensed. So one of the things as soon as you come to Canada is find a way to get accredited. Let's say if you're an engineer, if you're if you're experienced in project management, go and take the PMB. If you're a business analyst or the certification in business analysis, you have to have the license. That's one of the top things. Let's say I think we'll go ahead with just talk about this. And the most in demand jobs in Canada is web developer, human resource managers, electric engineers, veterans. What is that? Veterinarians. I don't know what is that exactly. Sorry for that, guys. Financial advisor, pharmacist, welder, aerospace engineers, account manager, business development manager. I think we're already about to finish the 1 hour in this live broadcast. But what we can do is that I'll try to make it like a regular live every Monday. We'll make it not like today at 1 o'clock. We'll make it at 11 o'clock. So we'll see you next Monday at 11 o'clock. If you guys like what I'm doing right now in terms of this, answering questions and the topic we talk about, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel Adil Awdah here, so I can continue and keep on. Let's say I'll tell you. I'll just show you how to subscribe. You guys already know how to subscribe. Click the subscribe button here and click on the notification bell. Click all. And yeah, we'll see you in another video. Next time, I know that the person who called me is a recruiter. I'll try to tell him to come with us live so he can explain his expertise or what are the strategies that you're looking for someone whenever they're looking to hire someone and everything. So I'll see you in another day. Thank you guys for watching. Your friend, Adil Awdah. You can find me everywhere. By the way, search YouTube, search Google, write Adil Awdah. We have a YouTube channel. We have an Instagram account. We have a Snapchat account. We have a TikTok account. I have even a website called adilawdah.com. So you'll find me everywhere. Thank you guys, and hasta la vista.